Good morning and happy Thursday, everyone. I felt like I needed to let out a giant sigh. Um, Man, it actually kind of bothers me too. Because if you saw yesterday's video, obviously I've been very excited about what's been going on with Sugar Conroy and his Let's Play of Pokemon Heart Gold and Pokemon Soul Silver. But I have to say my low is something really awesome happened, especially in yesterday's video. I can't talk about it until next Wednesday. Oh, I want to talk about it now. Oh, no, I gotta wait. There's still gonna be more to come. And trust me, what happened yesterday is probably gonna be the tip of the iceberg. Or nothing else significant will happen, but we'll have to wait and see. Now then, let's get to my high. We had the Masked Singer last night. That was awesome, seeing the Masked Singer. And my act of kindness was someone I know actually dropped a pen yesterday, and I picked it up for him. So yeah, that was my act of kindness. Now let's get my Masked Singer notes out, and I especially, here's the thing. I was actually kind of dreading this particular week because of the fact that, hold on a minute. There we go. So, I was kind of dreading this because, listen, I grew up in the generation where you were either a fan of Twilight or you absolutely hated Twilight. I mean, but then before the episode started, I kind of got to thinking, I mean, listen, for as bad of a series as Twilight is, the best way anyone out of context could describe Twilight is the Monster Mash, but a love triangle. I guess, if you want to call it that way, I don't know. Actually, who am I kidding? I should never associate the Monster Mash with this. Holy cow. I love the Monster Mash. I make a habit to listen to that song every Halloween. Actually, now it's a tradition. Anyway, so this was rather interesting because, it's very, you think there's going to be, you think someone's at least going to do Vampire by Olivia Rodrigo, even though someone already did that in The Masked Singer once. It was Goldfish did it. Shout out to Vanessa Hudgens. Anyway, the episode started with Christina Perri performing 1,000 Years, which, holy cow, that is just crazy. And then, again, we went with 4 contestants this week. There was the Catwish, the 14-karat carrot, the Stingray, and the Owl. And pretty much, because, listen, at its core, if you want to call it that, Twilight is a romance series. It was written by Stephanie Meyer as a romance. And unfortunately, I mean, the theme was either going to be like spooky songs or love songs. And it was the latter. I mean, luckily, these are good love songs. I mean, Catwitch doing It Will Rain by Bruno Mars. I like Bruno Mars. That's really good. Um, 14 Karat did Tainted Love by Gloria Jones. Very good song. Stingray did Bad Habits by Ed Sheeran. Man, I remember when that song was like playing on the radio constantly. I mean, it's a good song, don't get me wrong. I just remember how often I heard it. And The Owl did White Wedding by Billy Idol, which I'm actually kind of. Hold on, was that actually? Because here's the thing, for the Vampire Royale. Okay, it's not a battle royale; it's a Vampire Royale. All right, it was the Stingray versus the Owl, and they did "Love Is a Battlefield" by Pat Benatar. Again, these are really good love songs. I mean, they could have done like a whole bunch of really cheesy songs that are about love, but listen, a good love songs really are a dime a dozen. They are. That's how many there are. Funny enough, one of my favorite love songs of all time is "Love Song" by Sarah Bareilles. I kind of wonder. I'm surprised no one's ever, to my knowledge, I don't think anyone's ever sang that on The Masked Singer before. Bit of a tangent here. My first introduction to that particular song was like I think it was some sort of internet commercial where they actually had Sarah Bareilles herself doing "Love Song," and a guy was like walking out of the shower, towel wrapped around his waist, using the towel to like dry himself off, and "Love Song" was playing in the background. And I didn't think much of it until I got to school a little while later. And this freshman girl that I knew, because this was my senior year of high school, started playing the piano for "Love Song" by Sarah Bareilles. You know, it's funny, I never really had any interest in playing instruments, but I don't know. Knowing what I know now, I think I'd be pretty okay playing the piano. I mean, frankly, I'd rather my singing voice do the speaking for me. See, that's like always, seriously, like, the most insulting thing that could ever happen is if, like, yeah, I don't want to get into it. Like, it's going to make me go on a tangent. I don't want to do that here. So, right, so Stingray Now did "Love Is a Battlefield" by Pat Benatar. And The Owl lost. Remember how I said that The Owl earlier did "White Wedding" by Billy Idol? The Owl wound up being Billy Ray Cyrus. Which, man, does that bring me back. Okay, so, for my generation, you learned of Billy Ray Cyrus one of two ways. The first, in my case, was watching Billy Ray Cyrus on Hannah Montana. Yes, I was part of the generation that loved Hannah Montana. I mean, listen, people are saying like that's like one of the worst Disney shows ever. And for its time, I would agree, but come on, man, Disney's done a lot worse. Like, Disney overall as a corporation has done so many worse things than Hannah Montana. Like, I could literally make a video about all the worst things Disney's done alone. It would take like an hour to do, and not once would I ever mention Hannah Montana. Unless it was to say that Hannah Montana is not worse than any of the following. Like, that's how crazy it is. Or if you learned of Billy Ray Cyrus, you knew about his signature song, "Achy Breaky Heart," which, okay, this is actually a really funny story. See, because back when I was training in sports in high school and whatever, I would always go lifting with my dad. He had a weightlifting set downstairs in the basement. And in the meantime, as we were weightlifting, we would have a TV on and, we watch some TV, which was great. And since this is always at nighttime, you have a lot of nighttime shows on, and sure enough, when we lifted on Wednesday, because we always lifted on Wednesdays and Fridays, Wednesday night was South Park night. And it was so funny that this is like, this was a South Park rerun to be sure, but basically it was the South Park episode making fun of the movie So You Think You Can, You Got Served. Yeah, You Got Served, that was the movie. And if you don't know what happens, Stan, Kyle, Cartman, and Kenny just walking, or like, they're playing with like remote control cars. And this one group of dancers from, I believe, Orange County just shows up and they start dancing in front of them and they're like, you got served. And everybody made a big deal out of it. Here's the thing. Randy hears this. And he's like, son, next time, hold on. I wonder if I can actually do this. Hopefully I won't get flagged for copyright for what I'm about to do. He's like, son, next time they walk up to you, I want you to play this song, look them in the eye, and give them this. Don't take my heart, my achy breaky heart. I just don't think you understand. Like, that was my first, and I had no idea what that song was. It was when I was lifting with my dad, like I mentioned earlier. My dad's like, that's Billy Ray Cyrus' song. I'm like, what? Yeah, Billy Ray Cyrus did that song. Okay. So, thank you, South Park, for being my first. South Park's been my first introduction to a lot of things, actually, now that I think about it. I mean, granted, it was for the sake of, parody and making fun of something. In this case, they were making fun of the movie You Got. Seriously, like, You Got Served, I looked it up, it's not a very good movie. Like, it's not. The dance scenes are great, but that's really about it. I think it has like an 8% on Rotten Tomatoes. Let me look that up. Let me see. 14% Rotten Tomatoes. Okay. Actually, are there any names associated with this movie? Like, at all? Nah, I don't want to get into it. So, yeah. In a way, it is kind of like a full circle moment. I mean, listen. If nothing else, Billy Ray Cyrus has still got it. Actually, I heard Achy Breaky Heart before, but funny enough, my favorite Billy Ray Cyrus song was when he did a cover of a Real Gone, which Sheryl Crow did too. Both versions of Real Gone by both Sheryl Crow and Billy Ray Cyrus are really good. The Sheryl Crow one was in the first Cars movie, and the music video that Billy Ray Cyrus did for that song it was badass, dude. Like, I mean, listen, you don't really get anywhere without incredible talent. Let's be real here. Everyone on this show so far, whether they've been unmasked or not, has shown to have incredible talent in all the things they do. I mean, I can barely think of any time when a singer, an actual musical singer, that sounds kind of redundant to say, an actual singer didn't win the Masked Singer. However, if you have Billy Ray Cyrus on this show and he still wound up losing, that means we're just barely reaching the tip of the iceberg in terms of the remarkable talent featured on this show. And that's awesome. So, honestly, I kind of forgot all about the fact that they were celebrating Twilight. That's how good of an episode this was. Oh, you got me. Huh? Oh. That's interesting. There's not going to be another episode of The Masked Singer next Wednesday. Yeah, the next episode of The Masked Singer is going to be on February 25th. Like, well near the end of the month. Is there anything going on next week? I can't think of anything that'd be going on next week on Fox. I mean, unless maybe they're showing a really big basketball game. Or, hold on. I have an idea. Oh, okay. Never mind. Funny enough, I thought they were going to do, not to get political, but I know for a fact that we have yet to hear the quote-unquote presidential State of the Union. Actually, it's not really quote-unquote. I don't know why I just did that. Anyway, and I thought maybe the State of the Union was going to be on February 18th, but it's not. It's on the 24th. What could possibly be going on? No, it's not the Olympics either. Huh. What's happening on February 18th that you can't have another episode of The Masked Singer? Oh well, I guess we'll find out together. I hope you like this video. If you'd like to subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on social media. As always, I'm very humble in this video for all of you guys who watch. Enjoy everything. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Thursday. I forgot the day of the week. And remember, if you guys want to talk to us, you're here to let me always back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.